Well, hello everybody, Spencer here, also known as Lego Dude 11, and in today's video, this is my Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes spoiler review. So without further ado, let's discuss. Alright guys, so as I said, this is my spoiler review for the Kingdom Planet of the Apes movie that just came out. I love all of the most recent trilogy of Planet of the Apes. I got into them because my friend from here back at home was talking about them, and he's like, yeah, I've watched them all, highly recommend, and I was like, fine, I'll watch them. Watched them last fall, great movies. Great trilogy. I think if once Dune trilogy concludes and once the Spider-Verse trilogy concludes, I think the Planet of the Apes will be my third favorite. But right now it's at like my number 2 favorite trilogy. So that's that. Yeah. So it's a great trilogy. I love them a lot. And I've never watched the original one. I was doing like before going to Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, I was doing like what should I watch the original? And I didn't bother watching the original. I just know of it. I've looked up clips on YouTube. But other than that, this one is a great entry. You don't need to watch. You get backstory. Like if you've never seen any of them, you'll be totally fine just going into this one and enjoy the movie for what it is. But watching the other 3 movies, you're gonna get a lot of good, juicy information to like backstory to know. You know, you're gonna know what this is. You're gonna know what this is. You're gonna know what this is. So I definitely recommend watching the previous trilogy before going into this, but if you don't, you'll probably still enjoy it. I at least hope so. So I'll give you my rating at the end, but I love the music in this soundtrack. I love the score, the soundtrack, the music in this movie. The score in this movie was done by John Pisano. I believe I'm saying that right, Pisano. So I just wanted to let you guys know that because I forgot to edit, and I'm adding it. I talk about a lot. I'm a big fan of movie scores in movies, kind of redundant, but whatever, who gives a crap. I talk a lot about that, and I kind of obsess over it, but this one, it brings me back to the Mission Impossible movie last year, where there's a lot of motifs or moments in the soundtrack where I'm like, this is really tense. And for some reason in this one, like, I remember back when I watched the trilogy, I was like, this is a really tense moment. It's really good. It's really grounded. It really, really works. But I felt like when I was watching War, which was the last one, it felt like to me, however it was good, it felt like the humans, I don't know, the way I interpreted it, like coming back out of Kingdom, I felt like War really did, not bad. Like I liked Woody Harrelson's character. I liked the apes. I liked Caesar. And I really, really enjoyed it. I'm not hating on it, but I felt like it could have, I don't know, there's just something there, like the dichotomy of I don't know, evil? I don't know if that's the right word. But anyway, this one had really tense moments with the music, the mystery, the intrigue, kind of made me invested. And by the way, the CGI and the effects in this are glorious to look at. There were a couple scenes where like the background, like me and my friend were talking. By the way, click the card up there for our vlog after the movie, talking about both of us talking about our thoughts on the movie. But we had thoughts on the background, like what background they used, like if it was a real set or if it was a real landscape shot or whatever it was. And the set design was really good. And we're talking about the motion capture, how the ape motion capture looked really good, like so from the evolution of Caesar first into what the characters are now. And there's like these hawks flying around, and we're like, I think that was like the worst, the least critical, like the most spotty thing. But even then, the birds still looked realistic, which I was blown away by this, how good it looked. But even in there's a part of the story, there's lots of water, and the apes, the CGI apes in the water look so dang good. It like looks so real, and I loved it a lot. Oh man, it was so good. I couldn't get over it. Me and my friend were like, that's crazy that they just put that CGI ape in water, because it didn't look bad. at all. So I loved it a lot. The effects were great, like the fire explosions, these crazy sticks technology, like the electronic stick zapper, like taser type things. Oh, it was great effects. I loved it. The action, like I compared this to Avatar, like Avatar: The Way of Water, like those movies, the Blue People movies, and then Pirates of the Caribbean, like the Davy Jones CGI. It's that good. It's like that good, and I don't know how they're doing it. Like how Planet of the Apes can do so good, and then like Marvel VFX is terrible. I don't quite get it, but and the action in this as well. It's like top notch, great action. The apes fighting, apes riding on horses. My two favorite scenes was the water scene, the final battle, which I'll get to in a minute. But later in this video. But I also my favorite part was the in the field scene when you see all the apes coming and attacking, like the villain tribe. I'm calling them the villain tribe because that's what I associate them as. But also the villain apes, where the good ones, Noah and Suna, I think is her name, and they all come. They're running away, and they're on the horses. Or the orangutan. No, Suna's gone. The orangutan, Raka's riding the horse, and or fighting everything, and you see Noah just like on the horse trying to get the girl, and brings her along on the throws her on the back. I'm like, man, this was awesome. It's an awesome tense moment, and I'm like, who's gonna get the girl? So there's a human in this movie. The character arcs are amazing. I love the way that they open the movie with the morning of Caesar, and then talk about Caesar throughout the film. Have Caesar's corpse rotting there. But I also love the relationship, the friendship that Noah makes with I'm getting the morning of Caesar, and then it says many generations later, which is a time jump. By the way, I don't care about this time jump. You know, time jumps like this that tell you something. Well, anyway, I'm getting thrown off here, but I'm kind of mad in Despicable Me 4 how it's going to be a dumb time jump. But anyway, this to me was great time jump usage. Also, then there's a great scene with like parkour with the apes jumping around on the trees, going to get the eggs. That was an awesome scene. I loved it a lot. And also losing like I said, the faction, losing their clan, the whole fire burning and everything. That was death-defying to watch. But also going into the relationship, I love the relationship between the orangutan Raka and Noah, talking about Caesar and how he works, how he's a legend. Not a legend, but how they're like a god to them, looking up to them. And like the necklace was the window of the attic in Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Oh, it was such a good tie-in, and I loved it a lot. And I love the story how Proxima Caesar thought he was Caesar, and then he's like trying to and this human helped him. And he's like, humans and apes can't evolve together. It's not going to work. And they had behind this door, they had all these tanks and weapons and everything. And this movie, I don't know what it was. The pacing was so good. I remember watching, it was Dune 2. Dune, this might be my second favorite movie of the year. This might be my second favorite movie of the year after watching it. Because I thought the pacing was so good. And the story and the characters were so... Because I was watching this going, man, like, we're like 40 to an hour in, and we haven't even gotten the villain yet, right? Like, we haven't even gotten Proxima Caesar. So, but that, to me, didn't really matter. Because there was a lot of setup. There was Morning of Caesar that took, like, I don't know, 2 minutes, and then we got the title card, and then we got the development between the three friends, and then we got the burning of the village, and then we got this, and then we got, you know, what else do we have? And then we got the orangutan story relationship, and then we got the human. And the human, who they call Nova, her name was May. They see a whole bunch of other humans walking around, and which Noah calls the humans echoes. I think because they're like echoes from the past. But they see him, and they don't really talk. And a lot of the movie, the first 30 minutes of the movie, the human doesn't talk. We don't even see the human until like 10 minutes, but we see this human, and she doesn't talk for a little bit. And then they're like surprised like, when she does start talking, like, what? So I thought she was going to be like this primitive person, like not talking, but she does. So she helps out the apes, and they get captured, and they see Proxima. So I was surprised to see like they have this like development. The character arcs are great, and they're like Proxima's like they can't evolve. You can't evolve together. She basically, they're wandering through another tense moment is when they're walking through the armory, not armory. I guess it's kind of armory, the metal factory area. The base, I guess, is what you would call it. Makes more sense in my opinion. And it's very tense. The music's tense. They turn on the power, and my friend goes, "How is that working? How is that power even working?" I'm like, I don't know, but it does. And then she opens up the big door. Oh, they open up the big door, and Proxima Midnight. That's not right. That's from Avengers: Infinity War. Proxima Caesar's standing there and goes, "Great, thank you. You can't humans can't be trusted, and you've given me all this stuff." So, and then she shoots one of the bad apes with a gun. May shoots at one of the bad apes and through the heart with a gun. And he's like, "You got any of those? You can go, but you got any more of those in there?" And he's wanting the guns. He's wanting to take over and make the entire place his world. So it was so tense. It was great battle. And then she runs off. She creates an explosion. Big water comes in the whole entire base area. And to me, this was this was Planet of the Apes' way of water, because then not only was there the river scene where the orangutan Raka dies. Oh my god, that was such a tense scene. That river scene, this final battle, and that field scene were my favorite scenes in the movie. But I thought it was tense when he died, when Raka the orangutan died. It was emotional. I felt like it was very emotional. Really well done. The way he says, "Apes together strong." And I was like, dang. And the line that Proxima says, "What a wonderful day." It hits, and he's like, and then Noah goes, "He's not Caesar." So it's great stuff. By the way, the guy, the old man was from Jurassic Park 3. He looks a lot like Mark Hamill, because I go to my friend, I'm like, is that Mark Hamill? He's like, no. I'm like, man. But the final battle was intense with the water and everything, with Noah beating up that one ape. Oh, trying to escape. Oh, that was crazy. And then he's out. He comes out through the window, through the 3-circled window, and then goes. Proximus comes up and he starts Proxima just starts wrecking shop on him, and then all of a sudden Noah starts singing the song to Proxima, and then the birds come up and start attacking Proximus, and he falls off the cliff, and that's how he's defeated. And I thought this ending battle was so good. I was trying to think of the last movie. I was trying to think of the other final battles. I need to watch them all. I think this one was the best. I need to watch the rest of all of the other ones. I've seen the movies. I just can't remember the final battles pretty accurately. But this movie was a treat to watch. It's definitely my number 2 movie of the year, no doubt. I've watched some great movies. This battle was amazing. I loved all the scenes of this movie. There were just so many good, because I remember the trailer. Like, my friend was like, the trailers are kind of misleading, like, of what this movie was. I was like, yeah, I kind of agree. But the other thing, though, I was more excited with this movie than I was with The Fall Guy, and I really liked The Fall Guy I watched last week. But this month has a lot of great movies. I'm excited for the summer. I'm so happy about what movies I have seen, and lots of good stuff coming out. Even though there's some bad stuff, like Unfrosted. Anyway, I apologize. But my final rating on this film, this movie is a 9 out of 10 for me. It's a 9 out of 10. It's that good, 9 out of 10. By the way, the ending, May comes up to Noah and is like, after everyone's defeated, after they build up their home again, their clan, their everything, and goes, I wanted to say goodbye. And I wanted to say goodbye. And she has a gun on her back. Like, she's holding a gun behind her back. I was like, no, don't shoot Noah. Don't shoot Noah. Don't shoot this guy. Don't shoot this ape. And he gives the necklace, the little ring, the window necklace that Caesar had, his logo, to her. And then she has like this tape, or like these plans, kind of like the Death Star plan. She gives them to this human at a base, another base, and there's like all these satellite dishes, and they're talking to somebody. Like, hey, can you hear us? And they're like, yes, we got a record, we got a voice, we can hear you. So they heard her, they heard the humans. So now there's people that they hear somewhere out there in the world, and Noah and his friend, or his mother, I believe, maybe his friend, look out that telescope, because early in the movie there's a telescope that sees out in the distance, up at the sky. So what that's going to indicate, I'm super looking forward to this for more in the future. The movie ends on a good cliffhanger note, and when I got home last night, like at 11:30 at night, I saw this post that was like, they want to make 9 of these movies, and they're on number 4 right now. So I sent it to my friend that I watched the movie with last night, and he's like, a little ambitious, but I feel like that they have more of a plan for this than Avatar, because at this point Avatar's on 2, they just had number 2, and they want to make 5 by like 2050. I don't think that's a good idea. As much as I love Avatar Way of Water, I feel like it's a weird thing to do, like spread them out, but I don't know. I don't make the movies, I just watch them and review them. So anyway, 9 out of 10 for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Let me know what you thought. If you saw the movie, if you haven't yet, please go check this one out in theaters. There's so many good things coming out. I understand if you're trying to be hesitant on what you see, but I actually recommend this one after Fall Guy, or before Fall Guy. Watch this before Fall Guy, and wait for Fall Guy. But I did go see Fall Guy because I had to see that epic stunt movie in theaters. So don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me at Boba Fett Jelly Master on Instagram. Woo! Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, follow me. Don't forget to keep calm, play Lego. Peace out. Watch stuff. Peace out, everyone.